Alright, so I'm back with another video. I got two things I want to talk about today. These are both on archive because I am not giving clicks to these shitty websites. First one's from the Wrap. This one isn't actually too bad. It's just more kind of annoying. But it's from the Wrap. Like I said, Shang-Chi wins over early critics as a triumph and fiercely Asian American superhero film. Which is like what? What? But anyway, it says the reviews are in for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Marvel Studios' first solo superhero movie featuring an Asian lead, all that stuff. It's groundbreaking step of representation, and Tony Leung's Wenwu gets noticed for being one of the best MCU villains yet. And it goes on and on. And it kind of lists some of the various people. Here's Slash Films Hoa Tran Bu, a mostly decent Marvel movie. There's the best villain yet line. It's a genuine, this guy though, comic book movies, Rohan Patel says, it's a genuine triumph, a true family drama with plenty of charm, and, it's kind of the usual stuff you would see from, like, movie posters and movie trailers and everything. It seems okay. Nothing really going too overboard. I mean, maybe you could say that a genuine triumph. Although this part, a groundbreaking step of representation and mega budget filmmaking. Well, let me tell you something. If you really like seeing Asians in movies, like go see a bunch of Chinese movies or Japanese movies, or go see movies that are in Asia. They have a ton of Asian people in their movies. I mean, it's kind of like how it is. I mean, I get the whole representation thing, but it's like here in America, you're going to primarily have white people in your movies. And you're also going to have, they got to throw a bunch of black people in as well. But, I don't have a problem with them having appropriate representation, as they would say. But what they mean by appropriate representation and what the words actually mean would be completely different. Because, for example, black people make up 13-14% of the population in this country. So that'd basically be 1 in 10, then every so often 2 in 10 people in a movie. So for every 10 characters in a movie, 1 would be black and sometimes 2 would be black. Now now come on, that doesn't happen. There's way more. That's not necessarily a problem or anything, but don't try to say it's under the guise of representation. That's my point. And I think Asians are like, what, 5%? So, I mean, there'd be movies where wouldn't be 1 in 10. Then there'd be others where there'd be 1 in 10. It's, Anyway, and it just goes on and on. As you can see, successfully introduces the newest Avenger to audiences. From Heroic Hollywood's Noah Villaverde. It'll certainly hit home with Asian audiences. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. The movie looks okay, but I'm not super interested in it. The other article is from Salon, so I'm definitely using the archive on it, because Salon sucks. But anyway, it says, of course, Cowboy Bebop is already inciting horny male outrage and hasn't even premiered yet. This is, because Netflix is doing a Cowboy Bebop movie, and it's hard to say if it's going to be any good or not. It's Netflix, so you kind of start leaning towards not, but then you're like, well, maybe, because it's got John Cho, for example, and maybe. But anyway, well, here's what Faye looks like in the movie, which, to be honest, I'm not outraged by her outfit change or whatever. It's not a big deal to me, because, no, I guess because I expected it. But anyway, it's written by some chick, Kylie Cheng. She goes on and on, talks about, the men of the World Wide Web have mobilized once again. Not over the rapidly worsening climate catastrophe, which is bullshit, whatever. Stagnant wages, not our fault. The broken healthcare system, not our fault. Or endemic rape culture, not a thing. Rather, a real issue, the outfit of a female bounty hunter in a live-action adaptation of beloved anime series Cowboy Bebop. Netflix released first look images Monday, and their actions was quite revealing about one character's not revealing outfit. And they go on and talk about the cast and so on and so forth, and the chick justifies some of the things. Whatever. It's ridiculous, but it's expected. But anyway, here's some Twitter people that they quote. And it's like, so you're going about random Twitter people. A couple Twitter people are upset about it, and you're like, oh, we got to make a whole article about it. Got to have that content. But anyway, or especially this one. I need my Faye Valentine slutty with the puppies though. I don't know what the fuck this is. Like seriously, that looks and sounds. It just feels like a troll take. You know, like a troll just trying to mess around, just trying to get people you know upset. Anyway, so I mean, it goes on further, and I'm not even halfway through the damn article, but she tries to say, "Oh, this is just like a couple years ago when Margot Robbie's notably unsexualized performance of Harley Quinn in Birds of Prey." And it's like, well, that movie didn't do all that well. It's box office. I mean, it did, but at the same time, you're talking about it was in 2020, so take that for what you will. But anyway, here's a thought. Mayhaps Birds of Prey was made for the decently sizable demographic of non-internet perverts. And she, of course, has to bring up Captain Marvel, and it even talks about in a deleted scene, nearly kills a male street harasser who tells her to smile more. There's a reason that was a deleted scene. That was terrible, and it made Captain Marvel, Carol, or whatever, look like a complete and utter bitch. That was disgusting. It's not cool. It's not, yeah, you go, girl, and all that shit. It was terrible. It's something a fucking villain would do. Anyway, it goes on. It continues on. You pretty much tell how it goes. I'm gonna wrap it up here though because that's enough internet idiocy for right now. Thank you very much for watching and have a good one.